Maestro continues to hit the ball really well, so that's good. They're playing a pretty good team, although Milwaukee hasn't played great this season. Ryan Braun's not playing, but 8-5, the Brewers win. The Toronto Blue Jays also won last night, so the Tigers are now a game and a half out of the playoffs if the season ended today. I hate that cliche. The Tigers will now be in Minneapolis for a 5-game series against the Twins. So when we come back here on Monday, I think you'll have a pretty... I mean, realistically, if they go 2-3, that'll be okay. I mean, I know you say, well, maybe, how can you say it'll be okay because there's so few games left? You can't expect to go into Minnesota and win that series. I mean, I know they beat them here 3 straight, but I think it's a little different animal playing in front of those vicious target field cutouts.
Yes, yeah, adds a little experience.
Yeah, but seriously, if they win 2 out of the 5, Minnesota's a really good team, and that would be okay. I wouldn't be too bummed over that. NBA playoffs last night. Houston with James Harden actually not doing much offensively. Him and Westbrook combined for just 37 points, and they still edge out Oklahoma City 104-102. Harden with a block at the end of the game to save it. So they win the series 4-3. They will play the Lakers next. That's an interesting matchup because the Rockets play small ball, and the Lakers with obviously LeBron, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis should have like 40 every game in that series. And the other series last night that's really interesting, Miami wins 116-114 over Milwaukee, the top seed. They lead that series 2-0. Butler had just 13 points last night, but he made a free throw at the end of the game, and the officials took over the end of the game. I mean, Miami was up 3. Milwaukee gets fouled. I didn't really think it was a foul on Dragic. Anyway, Middleton got fouled. He made the 3 free throws to tie the game, and then Butler got fouled by Giannis, and that was a weak call, too, and he had with no time left, so they sent him to the line. With nobody on the line, he made the free throw. He made both of them, and they win 116-114. And the Colorado Avalanche, with third-string goalie Michael Hutchinson making 27 saves. The Avs beat the Stars 4-1. That series is now tied at 3 as well. All right, we'll get you caught up. Heather with news coming up next. Heather?
So everybody, well, almost everybody, posts photos on social media at some point or time or another. And you guys are never going to believe why one woman's photo on social media is facing a ton of backlash.
Can't wait to find out why. 97.1 and 2.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, there is still a problem out in Taylor, 94 westbound at Telegraph. All lanes are blocked due to an ongoing police situation. There's already a little bit of a backup. Drivers are being forced off at Telegraph. You can also use eCourse Road to re-enter the freeway in the meantime. Then there's reports of a crash affecting the right shoulder, 75 southbound just before 8 Mile. Today, single lane closures expected for 696 westbound from Middle Belt to Orchard Lake Road. I'm Michelle Penny with traffic.
Making the right financial decisions has never been more important. When you turn to Rocket Mortgage, we can help guide you to those right decisions now when they matter most. Mortgage rates are near historic lows, so now is a great time to call 8338-ROCKET. And if you need some extra money, a cash-out refinance could give you that financial boost you're looking for. Call today at 8338-ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com to learn more.
Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states and MLS number 3030.
Did you start 2020 with the goal of buying or selling a home? Hi, I'm Mark C. with eXp Realty. While the current situation has halted many things in your life, achieving that goal does not have to be one of them. The real estate market here in Metro Detroit is on fire. If you're looking to get your home sold, call me, Mark C. today and start packing.
If so, you need to call me, Mike Pepper of National Benefit Plans. I shop every health insurance carrier across the country, making sure you get the best possible rate. I will be there every step of the way. I not only follow up throughout the underwriting process, process, I also follow up with you each and every year. You will not have to deal with the marketplace or the insurance company. My team takes care of that for you. Call me now at 877-734-2200 or on the web at nbphealth.com. And remember, National Benefit Plans would like to be your health and life insurance agency for a lifetime.
Crawl space. For many, just the words make your skin crawl. It's damp, dirty, and who knows what's crawling below your floors. It doesn't have to be that way. FSM can transform your crawl space from dark and moldy to clean, usable space. And with temperatures dropping, an encapsulated crawl space from FSM can save you up to 25% on your energy bills. Don't struggle through another winter of cold, drafty floors. Schedule your free inspection.
It's me, your personal info. Remember when I was only in a few places?
Like your wallet.
Your computer. Or safe deposit box. Well, now I'm practically everywhere. On all your devices. Where you browse, shop,
And bank online.
anywhere you log in.
Your info is out there.
And what you do online can leave you vulnerable to cyber criminals. More threats demand more protection. That's why Norton and LifeLock are now part of one company. Norton 360 with LifeLock provides all-in-one membership for your cyber safety that gives you device security, identity theft protection, a VPN for online privacy, and more. No one can prevent all cybercrime and identity theft, but Norton 360 with LifeLock is your ally in today's connected world, even if your info is on vacation. Sign up today for Norton 360 with LifeLock and save 25% or more off your first year by going to norton.com/news. That's norton.com/news for 25% off.
Welcome to AutoZone. Dealing with battery problems? We've got you. Let's start with a free battery test. If you just need a free charge, we can help with that too. And if it's time for a new battery, we've got you covered. We're the only place you can find Duralast. Batteries more consumers choose. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination, where help is always in stock. Claims based on a proprietary consumer study and data from the NPD Group 2019.
From muscle pain, body aches, to strains, Blue Emu Maximum Arthritis. It works fast and you won't stink. Its unique formula with emu oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain, sore muscles, joints, and more.
It all starts with just one thing. To celebrate World Ozone Month, lower your emissions in September. Don't use any aerosol sprays or harsh chemicals. And check your air conditioner to make sure it has no leaks. Find tips and more at onethingus.com. What's your one thing?
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
19 minutes past the hour on a Thursday. Here she is, Miss Thursday with the news. Heather Park.
Well, before I start, I have a question for John, and I wanted to hear if your life really has been changed because of your new mattress.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Thank goodness.
It's amazing.
I never got to follow up on that. I mean, are you like kicking yourself thinking, why didn't I have a king mattress this entire time? I
I'm
still
not
can't
so
believe
much
you're
about
really-
the king mattress
Oh, okay.
as it is. I mean, that has been wonderful. Absolutely. But I think probably better for my wife than for me. But the fact that I can adjust the firmness or softness of the mattress, and I can raise my feet, has changed. I woke up this morning, my back hasn't felt this good in years.
And Heather, you know, the other thing we found out when we brought this up last week,
What?
that John likes to play practical jokes on his wife while she's sleeping with that mattress.
Well, it's very funny to watch somebody move or like raise up and down, like their feet go up or they go down or their head goes up, they go down, and they have no idea. But I'm sitting there and I have about a third grade level humor, right? I think we've established that.
Yes.
And so to sit there and be able to move her up and down while she's sleeping without her knowing it, it just for some reason it's hilarious. So
good.
yes, it
I'm glad
has
to
changed
hear.
my life.
I'm glad to hear it has. That's great news. Okay, so gyms would reopen, but we're going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out because she actually didn't say when gyms will open. She did announce that she'll be making a decision on gyms in the very near future, as well as on resuming organized sports. But that's not what we were really hoping to hear. I really did think she would say, like after Labor Day,
Right.
gyms will reopen. We're going to take proper protocol to make sure, the equipment is sanitized and people can social distance. I do think she's going to make the announcement soon, but I know myself and other people were just waiting to hear when we can work out again.
I don't know if it's her fault or people's fault, because usually, when she has a press conference and a couple of days before they kind of hint what's going to happen, they're usually right. So somebody either screwed up or somebody teased us. And I'm not going to sit there because people would take it the wrong way, sit there and say Big Gretch is a tease. But I think a lot of people were anticipating something a little different than what we got yesterday, which was good news as far as the $5 billion deal with Huntington Bank to help small business. That's great.
It's great news, but it wasn't the news we were anticipating to hear. We were expecting something different. We wanted to hear about, entertainment centers and gyms and bowling alleys and ice skate rinks and things like that. But
high school football.
Well, yeah, you guys, yes, high school football.
It's to come.
So I think we will hear about that soon, but we didn't get that last night. Now, due to the pandemic, there will be no fans at Ford Field for at least the first 2 home games, okay? But that doesn't mean you can't be there. So the Lions are actually offering fans the chance to purchase cardboard cutouts of themselves to fill the stands. So these life-size cutouts, they're going to cost $150 or $125 for season ticket holders. And what's really cool about it is that all the proceeds will go to the team's charities. So it's for a great cause, and I think people are definitely going to do it. There's also a single game option for $50, and there's another option. One fan per game can pay $1,000 for the opportunity to have their cardboard cutout seated near the Lions tunnel, right next to a cardboard cutout of
John Jansen.
Yes, yeah, that one's going for $5.
Oh, Barry Sanders, that's very cool.
I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think people will do it. If you want to, you can purchase them at DetroitLions.com/cutouts. They want you to wear Lions gear. They're encouraging people to wear Lions gear in their photos, and they must be purchased by 5 p.m. on September 7th to be in the stands for the first home game.
Are there any other rules in the picture does it have to be of you?
There are. The article I have, I don't have all the rules. I'm sure on the website there is. I want to say it doesn't. When I was looking at a photo, or the photo they had attached to the article I printed, I saw a cat. A cardboard cutout of a cat. I saw people's animals. I don't think it does, but I'm sure you can't do anything obscene. You can't have any gestures and things like that. But it sounds like it doesn't need to be of you.
I don't think mine. I have a hat that says 1957 on it. I don't think that'd be appropriate. I don't think they put that on.
Well, I guess where I would be going with that is everybody has like a driver's license photo that they don't like,
right?
Or or some people just aren't photogenic. So if I have one of a buddy not doing anything bad, it's just a crazy picture of them or a stupid picture of them. Could I send that in? And if I wanted to do the Barry Sanders one, I would take a picture of myself and I would have like my arm out, so it was like around him for the entirety of the game. I mean, if I'm gonna pay $1,000, me and Barry are gonna be close.
I mean, I think that you can have some fun with it for sure, as long as it's appropriate fun. Yes. All right. So a 16-year-old is dead after an armed robbery at a Roseville car wash turned into a shootout on Tuesday night. Yeah, police say this attempted robbery happened at Wash Point Car Wash right around 7 p.m. They say 2 suspects approached another man, a 30-year-old man who was at his vehicle. And they say one of the suspects pulled out a gun and tried to rob the man. And that's when the victim actually pulled out his own gun and started firing shots at the victims, or at the suspects. And the teen later passed away from a gunshot wound at the hospital, and the other suspect fled the scene on foot. Scary.
Yeah.
Very scary.
It's a crazy world.
It really is. I don't know if you watched this. I actually did. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched the best parts of it. David Blaine's, his Up-inspired stunt took place yesterday, and everything went off without a hitch. I mean, there was really no issues. While to me it was cool, it was something, wow, this is pretty neat. It wasn't that, to me, all that impressive. I mean, I pictured something a little bit more like grandiose, but it was cool. So he was attached to 52 giant balloons, and he got to an altitude of 24,000 feet, which is pretty incredible, okay? Yeah. And then at that point, he pulled down his parachute, he attached it to his body midair, and then basically he skydived. He did a long free fall and then parachuted to the ground. Everything happened beautifully. So it was cool. I was expecting something a little more, but
a little more dangerous, maybe even.
Yeah, like I wanted, like, I don't know, more kind of when you watch like a magician do something crazy. You know it's not real, right. But you're like, oh my gosh, is he going to set himself on fire, or is he going to something? You know, when they lock themselves inside of a box that's filled with water, are they going to drown? And this was more, oh, I bet that's some pretty cool views he's seeing. Oh, it's beautiful, but it wasn't like, I never felt like, oh my gosh, is he gonna make it? You know, it was not like that.
Was he? I'm assuming he was attached to the balloons.
Yes,
he wasn't actually just holding on. Yeah.
No,
so
he
that
was
would have
harnessed.
been, to me, if you're gonna do something, like, put that risk in there. You know, make it exciting.
I mean, I don't want to ever see somebody die from doing a stunt, but I want to feel like I just might see him let go of the balloons, you know? But it was cool. Anyway, I'm glad things did go off well for him. So there's a woman who is facing a lot of backlash for inappropriately groping a tiger during a photo op at a zoo in Thailand.
Carol Baskin.
And not Carol Baskin, of course not. There's this zoo in Thailand, I guess, that's very popular. It's a tourist destination. A lot of people go there so they can get their photo with a huge tiger. And this woman did that. She went to the zoo, but her photo wasn't like her, you know, petting the tiger. She was literally holding the tiger's junk in her hand, okay? She took the photo, she posted it on social media, and instantly it sparked a lot of negative feedback. A lot of people claimed the woman was mistreating the animal. Others said she put herself in danger. And then other people just said, hey, this is rude, this is inappropriate. Why were you doing that? It sounds like she has since took that particular photo down, but of course, you can see it everywhere if you Google it. And the head zookeeper now is saying, hey, this woman's behavior was against the zoo's rules, and we are going to make sure nobody does this or inappropriately touches the tiger again. So, I mean, I guess she's lucky the tiger didn't attack her.
Yes,
for it,
really.
You know, because if somebody was doing that to me, I probably would have. So.
Yeah. Although you wouldn't have blamed the tiger, would you?
No. And quickly, yesterday, I was watching Good Morning America during the show, and I was seeing that they were flashing photos of who's going to be on Dancing with the Stars. And I did say that all the rumors were true. Carol Baskin is going to be a contestant, but I do have the complete list. I'm going to read them real quickly so everybody knows what stars are going to be on the show. I'm sure you guys didn't watch this, but I was a big fan of Cheer on Netflix because I was a cheerleader, so I enjoyed that show. And head coach Monica Aldama will be on the show. Carol Baskin, another one of my favorites from The Bachelor and Bachelorette, Caitlin Bristow. We've got Super Bowl champ Vernon Davis. He'll be on. Actress Anne Heche. Another actress, Sky Jackson. Another actress, Justina Machado. We've got Backstreet Boy, AJ McClain. A host from The Real, Jeannie Mai. Actor Jesse Metcalf. Nelly, we talked about him yesterday. Nev Schulman from Catfish. Charles Oakley, we discussed yesterday as well.
I can't figure that one out for the life of me, unless he's like a closet really good dancer.
Why?
Charles Oakley, because he just seems big and bulky.
Maybe he'll surprise you.
You don't think us big and bulky guys?
No,
I appreciate you putting it nicely, but I mean, you don't think we can dance?
I was just, I don't know. Plus, he has like very little. I guess because the people saw him on The Last Dance a little bit. I don't know, his name recognition is kind of the average person.
Well, it's also
but to the
they
average
go through
person,
a list,
most of
I'm
these
sure.
people I have
Yes.
heard of.
several of these people I said that I've never heard of in my life. I don't know Sky Jackson. I think she was on the Disney Channel. I don't know her, but I'm sure a lot of young people do. But I like this cast. And then Chriselle Staus, she's from Selling Sunset, and Johnny Weir. So that's the complete list of the stars.
Johnny Weir is going to do very well.
Yes, and sometimes I think that's a little unfair.
Right.
I mean, we know he's got rhythm. He was a professional ice skater.
Yes.
Like, he knows how to move to music.
His costumes are going to be
Yes, for sure.
By the way, John, I know like the Tigers and the Red Wings, there's been a local version. Wasn't there one in Michigan once, like in Ann Arbor, to raise money for something?
Yeah, there's Chad Tuff has always had one for the past.
Have you participated?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
Oh, is there any video of that we can find?
I'm sure there. Yeah, there's video out there. Yeah.
How'd you do?
The Ann Arbor Stars. I did not win, but I got I think it was the most creative dance. And I have a Mirabelle trophy that's about 3 inches tall, and it has been on my mantle since the day I brought it home. So,
awesome.
Very proud.
All right. He's big, he's bulky, and he has a mirror ball. That's John Jansen at the show open. All right, 97.1, The Ticket.
Are you concerned about outliving your money? How would you like to have guaranteed growth and a lifetime income you could never outlive? Join Joe Uplegger for the Save Money and Income radio show on The Ticket, Sundays from 7 to 8 a.m.
Someday, things will get back to normal. Until then, Flagstar Bank is doing everything we can to keep you connected to your money. You can access your checking account 24/7 through 56,000 fee-free ATMs, online and mobile, where you can transfer funds, pay bills, and deposit checks. And Flagstar branch drive-thrus are available with lobbies in the process of reopening. Flagstar Bank, the power of the human interest rate. Visit flagstar.com/checking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hi, Amy. Welcome to the Xfinity store. That's a lot of change.
Yep, just saving up for a rainy day.
You know, when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill.
400 smackers.
Yeah, plus you can get fast internet and the most reliable wireless network.
Okay, but now what do I do with all this change I found on my couch?
There's an arcade down the street.
Let's go.
I'm working.
So am I. Pretty sweet, right?
Save up to $400 a year when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get started with Xfinity Internet for $25 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, switch to Xfinity Mobile and for a limited time, get $400 off an eligible Samsung Galaxy 5G phone. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Internet offer requires equal bill and autopay, ends 9/22/20. Restrictions apply. New performance starter internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Wireless savings compares to averages top providers. Xfinity Internet required. Galaxy offer ends 9/15/20. 5G only in parts of select cities.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
there's a lot of meetups, eat-ups, and hurry-ups. So come to Shell and get 3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And stack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. And engines that continuously use Shell V-Power Nitro Plus premium gasoline. See full terms and conditions at fuelrewards.com.
How can Staples help you get back to business?
By printing you new signs for the times.
Staples can help prepare your business for the new normal with everything from in-store signage to health essentials like masks and hand sanitizer, and all at amazing prices.
And this week at Staples, get $15 off posters or yard signs when you spend $75 or more.
Save big this week at Staples.
Ends 10/31. Exclusions apply. Limit 1 offer per customer. See store associate or visit staples.com/signage for details.
Endless loads of laundry? Lowe's has just what you need to bring reliability to your laundry room. A Maytag front-load laundry pair in an exclusive metallic slate finish. It features the most powerful cleaning in the industry, driven by a heavy-duty cycle with extra power button. Shop Labor Day deals on Lowe's.com today and get up to 35% off select appliances like this Maytag laundry pair and more. Bring on style this Labor Day with Lowe's. Offer valid through 9/16, U.S. only.
No matter where you live has never mattered more. For over 100 years, realtors have brought local knowledge and deep expertise to helping people find new places they can live, dream, and thrive. Places you can call home. Now and always, we are neighbors who care in the communities we serve. That's not just what
by members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
This hour of Instant Feedback brought to you by Mike Capurro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbthealth.com.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
It's the morning show. John Jansen in this morning. Heather and company as well. Our telephone number 248-539-9797. There's also the ticket text number as well. By the way, coming up at 7:35, the best 27 in Detroit sports history. And if you want to take anything away from these amazing athletes, it's an honor. When it comes to greatness, obviously anybody that's sports at the professional collegiate level, pretty damn good. So we're talking about greatness. So if you think you're gonna get some Hall of Famers coming in at 7:35, you might be a little disappointed. Greatest bust at 27, Derek Green would be number one.
Would be close. There'd be a number.
Exactly. John Harbaugh, the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, brother of Jim Harbaugh, as you know, a little rogue yesterday in his Zoom press conference with the Baltimore media when he decided at the end to talk a little about college football, and he said, and I'm quoting here, "Free the Big Ten. Free the Big Ten. Let's go play some football. Let's get Michigan and Ohio State, all those great teams
In
playing
14
some
miles,
football out there."
take exit 4B to merge onto I-94 west toward Chicago.
Michigan's testing is Michigan had 0 positive tests in August. They're doing a great job with their protocols, and those guys want to play. And for anybody who wants to opt out, they can. Their families should have that choice, just like the Southeastern Conference gave the players and the families the choice. Most of them, as you know, decide to play as a family. The Big Ten players and families should have that same choice. I'm on record. There you go. You got it. Free the Big Ten. He also says, stay positive, test negative, play football. That's a Harbaugh.
That's a t-shirt.
That is such a Harbaugh, isn't it?
I don't know if it's a Harbaugh. That's a football coach.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's obviously we know the relationship and the fact that here's the one thing that I would caution everybody, and there I think we're going to hear some developments in the coming days. But the NFL, this is an NFL coach talking about NFL resources, and Michigan may have a lot of the same resources as some of the NFL teams, which may be why they were one of the programs that has tested negative over such a long period of time. Not every program has that opportunity, but I was talking to Bobby Carpenter actually earlier this morning. He's got a morning show in Columbus that he does on ESPN, and the tests have been promised to the Big Ten. All the programs that we've talked about in regards to testing, in regards to the safety protocol, have been done. So it's right now up to the presidents and chancellors to make that decision.
time they improve something back then, prices seem to go up. At Harry's, we take a different approach. Today, I'm proud to introduce our sharpest blades ever, available at the same price as before, as low as $2 each. They're a new, sharper version of our German-engineered blades. Guys who shave 40s week have told us that with our new blades, their beef shave is as smooth as their first. And we stand by them with a 100% money-back quality guarantee on Harry's.com. Millions have already made the switch to Harry's, and we hope you will too with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set featuring our new, sharper blade, a weighted razor handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to Harry's.
Stay in the second lane for right.
7730 at checkout. That's Harry's.com, code 7730. Enjoy.
Your daughter got her learner's permit. And to celebrate, you're on your way to get her favorites at McDonald's. Yeah, you let her drive. Now, you just make it to the drive-thru. Enjoying the journey together.
Use the right lane to take exit 4B to merge onto I-94 west toward Chicago.
Deliciously cheesy McDouble or the boldly seasoned hot and spicy McChicken with small fries. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Endless loads of laundry? Lowe's has just what
Take
you
the
need to
exit.
bring reliability to your laundry. A Maytag front-load laundry pair in an exclusive metallic slate finish. It features the most powerful cleaner in the industry, driven by a heavy-duty cycle with extra power button. Shop Labor Day deals on Lowe's.com today and get up to 35% off select appliances like this Maytag laundry pair and more. Bring on style this Labor Day with Lowe's. Offer valid in 9/16 U.S. only.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your car insurance with Right Track,
In
which rewards
2.5
you for safe
miles,
driving.
take
As
exit
the world's
212
most
onto
careful
Livernois
driver,
Avenue.
That's perfect. Now apply 2 pounds of force for acceleration. Really? Turning in 0.3 miles and begin deceleration. With Liberty Mutual's Right Track, you could earn up to 30% savings based on how you drive. Sign up at libertymutual.com/righttrack. Discount on participating vehicles, base coverage is only. Availability varies.
Hey Detroit, with Xfinity X5, you get the ultimate control of your in-home Wi-Fi. Pause the Wi-Fi
2
on
miles,
each connected
take
device.
exit 212
Vehicles
onto
on your network
Livernois
and
Avenue.
more. This is beyond Wi-Fi. This is X5.
Big things happen in Detroit sports. You'll hear it first on Detroit's #1 sports station, 97.1 The Ticket. Breaking news powered by Radio.com Sports and brought to you by Pennzoil. More oils from natural gas. The proof is in Pennzoil. 97.1 The Ticket would like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
The Ticket. In case you missed it last night, sleeping. A lot of people were. Like myself, sometimes I stay up late for the game. Last night I couldn't. Tired. Houston over Oklahoma City, 104-102. The Rockets win that series. Game 3. Miami beating Milwaukee also 116-114. The Bucks are down 2-0. Past their 29. I think Dragic was really crazy. He's a terrific player. Hockey, the Avs were down in the series 3-1. That was their third string goaltender in the last 2 games of the years, and now they're in the series with Dallas. So they were 4-1 last night. And of course, the Tigers.
Use the right lane to take exit 212 onto Livernois Avenue.
We made 10 walks. 10 walks last night. Right, which is that's not good. Toronto also won. So they lead by a game and a half. And some sad news in sports. The greatest by a long shot New York Met of all time, Tom Seaver.
Take the exit,
passed away.
then turn right onto Livernois Avenue.
Mentioned that he got COVID at the end. He was 75 years old. And as somebody growing up in that era, and in Philly, I hated the Mets, and I hated them. Well, American guy, Tom Seaver, he was great.
At the light, use the right
And
lane
of
to
course,
turn
he
onto
pitched
Livernois
also for
Avenue.
the Reds, the Whites. He pitched against the Tigers the day after Morris's no-hitter in '84 when he was with the White Sox.
Really?
Yes.
Turn right,
I
then
read
turn
that
left onto
somewhere.
Horatio
Did you ever
Street.
see him live?
Oh yeah. In fact, one of my favorite Phillies was a guy named Tommy Hutton. Was a reserve guy, but for some reason he owned Tom Seaver. Anytime they put him, he started against them, he pinched hit against him, and he always did really, really well. Because something about Tom Seaver I didn't like. appreciate how great he was.
Turn
God,
left
he
onto
was
Horatio Street.
unbelievable.
Then turn left onto
The reason I
Military
asked if
Street.
you saw him live is some guys, and it doesn't matter the sport, when they take the field, there's a certain presence. Did he have that presence?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Turn
Mets,
left onto
the
Military
Miracle
Street.
Mets of 69
Then
was
turn
him.
right onto Gar Street.
I'm going crazy here, but you know, he was the best pitcher in baseball for a long. After Bob Gibson kind of retired, especially for the National, he was just unbelievable. And he did it with different teams. I mean, with a controversial trade because he didn't get along with
Turn
the general
right onto
manager.
Gar
and he
Street.
got traded
Then the
to,
destination
play for
is on your
Sparky in
left.
Cincinnati. Then he ended up for the Yankees at one point too, White Sox and the Red Sox. But he was the greatest. He was a great pitcher. That's his way at the age of 75. Now, getting back to the football thing, John.
The destination is on your left. 6114
Nebraska
Gar Street.
lawsuit. I mean,
Arrived.
we found out basically exactly like we expected who voted no, who voted